How are you doing? In this quick video I'm going to just answer one of the most common questions I've been asked these days, and it is what is no-dig gardening? You're so cuddly, aren't you? It's all right. Basically, in simple terms, it's a way of cultivating the ground and making the ground productive by using a more natural approach, like none of that kind of forced approach, like mechanical warfare, almost like ploughing the ground and turning the soil over. There is no need to take that type of approach. It's better and easier to just do it the way nature intended, and that is to smother the existing vegetation and then add your fertility on top. After all, where does manure end up in nature? It lands on top. So that's the best way for the soil life to actually consume it and make it available to the plant life. And I'll just show you here. So all of my no-dig gardens essentially started off with a thick cover of grass like that in a field, and where there is no perennial weeds as such, except for the old creeping buttercup here, but in general you can approach it in several different ways. There is more detailed videos on it. You just smother the existing vegetation by covering it with cardboard, for example, a good thick layer of cardboard, then adding some compost on top, and you can plant straight into it. And here you can see a most recent no-dig garden, which is now in full production. You can see some of the compost here as well. This is mushroom compost, which is now about a year old. You can see it's lovely, crumbly, black stuff. And all we do is we just spread that on top of the cardboard, and then you can plant straight into it and you'll get what you see here. The other approach, if you have more time, is to simply cover the grass with some black plastic to exclude the sunlight and take the plastic away after 2 months in the summer or 6 months in the winter, and then you can add your compost on top, and that should take care of the existing vegetation, and you'll get very few weeds as a result. No-dig gardening, after all, simply means that you're not digging down into the existing soil. You're leaving it where it is. You're keeping the existing soil structure, so you're keeping the drainage, and you're keeping all the worms alive, and you're adding fertility from the top, so that you're feeding your soil life, and your soil life feeds your plants. And as Toby Hemingway once said, the vegetables or the produce are just a byproduct of the garden. So you can see here we also use wood chips for the paths. Here's an old wood chip pile. But a lot of our no-dig gardens have then turned slowly but surely into perennial forest gardens, like you can see here. It's the way I like them, because they're even lower maintenance that way. You can either cover the ground with wood chips on top of the compost, but don't mix the layers, and you'll be fine for nitrogen. Or you can cover the ground with perennials, like comfrey, for example. You can see it here. It is the mother of all fertility making plants. If you want to create fertility and you don't have access to a lot of compost, comfrey is the way to go. And you can use the leaves to make liquid compost as well, or compost tea. We also have dried comfrey leaves available on our website now. You can use those to make compost tea the convenient way. You can look at these yacons here. Echinaceas. I'm so proud of myself that I've managed to grow some of those feathers. They're not easy. They're a bit flimsy around here in our rather cold climate. Never had much success with echinaceas. Again, why bother digging up the ground and doing all that work just to get rid of all the grasses and all those weeds when you can simply cover them instead and start from the top, and that way you can catch all of the sunlight from the top. And if you use something called canopy gardening, which is what I use in this part of the garden here, you can see how the plants have formed the canopy and there's basically no soil or compost actually exposed to the light, which means that airborne weed seeds are not going to take a hold as easily. There's loads of advantages to no-dig gardening. I have some more detailed videos and even a 7-part series on how to start a no-dig garden. I'll put some links at the end of this video and in the description below. Please feel free to watch those. They're a free series, and there's also a no-dig gardening course that you can buy on our website as well if you'd like to see it all in more detailed and more structured as well, just to make sure you don't miss anything. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm very happy to answer your questions or your comments. I'd like to see if you have any suggestions or any comments about the garden or our videos, and let me know if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer in a video form in the near future. Thanks a million, and if you're looking for plants, you can get those on the website. We have cuttings and bare root plants available there now for pre-sale, which are going out next month. So use winter is coming for 15% off everything on our website. Thanks a million, and we'll see you the next time. Bye bye. Cute boy. Oh, was mad for a chest rub, aren't you? It's all right. Come on, come on.